Hey, Evan.
Hi.
There he is. He's walking away. He's got to do really important stuff because Evan is the most important person here. That sounded sarcastic. It wasn't. Welcome back to Survival Challenge. Challenge 3 on Sunday, our final day of Survival Challenge. We're going to crown a winner later this afternoon. Very excited to see who it ends up being. I think that 2 big players, obviously everyone in the game has a story, everyone in the game has a narrative to get them to the end, especially to win. But I think we saw 2 really big players leave in back-to-back tribals with Kaylee and Nicole this afternoon. So we have officially decimated original Wiaya from the game. Only one duo remaining in the game at this point. We have those 2 locked-in Cocos, KP and Declan. I'm really interested to see. It looked like there was a very clear split. Obviously, we went to Rock/Tribal. My interpretation is that that split was KP on one side. I think Nicole was with KP. I think Paul might have been the 3rd one with them, leaving Declan, Leah, and Ned on the other side. It seemed like Leah was really consoling KP at that tribal, so I do think that Leah did vote against KP. So that's kind of my interpretation, but I'm honestly not sure. I think it's a really emotional game at this point. Everybody's super close. There's, you know, like I think it was Ned said, at one point they were all 6 really close allies. So going into that vote, I'm sure is really difficult, but I'm sure Nicole is super proud of the game that she played. She definitely should be. Going out at Rocks is like an iconic exit, and I'm sure she's gonna find a good friend out here of our other friends who left via Rocks as well, maybe, or at least kind of left via Rocks, and Luke R, and then definitely and our good friend Chris from season 8 who accidentally rocked himself out at 6. All right, back to our friends who are coming in, who are having a very certain type of reaction to the fire making challenge.
Yeah, I got phantom itch.
Would you like the challenge to be easier?
Yes.
Oh no, I would like to be more suited to my specific skill.
Yes.
I would like it to not be windy. Tons.
Oh, there's Jeremiah. Grab the
Immunity back up for grabs. Our next challenge is called Light It Up, and it's straight up fire making. Yeah, there are 5 stations. You can take any one you want. They're all identical. Once you're there, you can also turn and rotate yourself.
strong reaction.
You will have to run to get your materials. There's one station over there where Isabel is. You see her?
Oh,
raising her hand.
Yeah.
There's another station down there where Kathy is.
So again, more running.
Have enough materials for you to start the fire and to build it high enough to burn through your string.
Okay.
If you would like, station number 3 over at the hay bale has a massive clump of palm husk, which is extremely flammable and may make your fire starting much easier. There is some of that in the other 2 bundles, but not nearly as much as over there. So you decide if you want to make that trip to bring that in. At any point in time, you can go there and grab it. You can come on out, take a look at your station.
We can only get 1 pile from each station?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so iconic exit, I wouldn't call it
There's
that.
only
Yeah,
one for
definitely.
each
I
of
know
you there.
Nicole. I think she made it an iconic exit just by who she was. You could tell she really loved these people and was just rooting for all of them to win. Nicole is just like the best energy this season. Loved having her. She was great. So they all have their fire making station here. Like John said, there are 2 stations that they really have to go to in order to get the stuff they need to make fire. The station behind KP, straight across over there with Isabel, over by the house, and then one way down here over on the other side of the gallows with Kathy. Those are 2 stations they have to go to. Here we go. They're running off. 2 stations they pretty much have to go to get enough stuff to make fire. Paul just got terrified by the drone, which was on the ground because Will did not lift it up in time. So that was almost dangerous and almost a broken drone. We see Declan and KP heading to the far station on the other side of the water first. There is an optional 3rd station they can go to over by the hay bale with Evan. And that one has like lots of, I think he called it palm husk or something. I don't know. We see Declan running over to that one. They are instantly going for it, which good for them. Good for them, making all the way. I think, yeah, you can go to all 3 of them in whatever order you want, however fast you want. So Declan's headed to that one. Yeah, you don't have to necessarily walk back.
I wonder if they just use those 2 because that's very flammable and they don't need technically both bundles. They need more of the type of short distance.
For sure, yeah. I do think though, like this one, I don't think the running is going to make much of a difference in this one. You saw Leah kind of walking back. I don't think, but also It does make sense, right? They went to those two on the other side, and maybe they won't go to the third one unless they
No, there's
actually
other
need
stuff
it.
there.
I don't know.
Wait, fine.
Yep, Ned is all the way on the other side going to grab it. The only guy not back yet.
Oh, got it.
But this one, it's gonna just take a minute regardless.
Do you have any fire making experience in?
I did bring some flint in my bag this year, thinking, you know what, maybe that's what I'm gonna do in my downtime is make a fire. I didn't. I did attempt to make it once for my personal Survivor audition tape, but I couldn't. So, scrapped that footage. Did something else. All right, Ned's back.
Everybody now back.
So you got
Getting their
KP
initial
striking
pile
up her
set up.
magnesium. Definitely feel like KP thinks she needs it at this point. I'm sure Ned feels like he needs it at this point. And if we are correct, KP's alliance member went home with that last vote, so if they vote again, there's a good chance it might be a 3-2 on KP. I'm sure.
Now I will say, the magnesium flint that we get, not super accurate, but the biggest thing you want to do is scrape
Who's got some flame?
that you can get to start a small fire with those very thin fuels.
Yeah.
You do not enough magnesium to start a fire, it's just going to burn through really quickly, and you're wasting all that very key material to get a big pile of magnesium.
Absolutely. KP has a flame over here, so good for her. The biggest thing though, right, is KP didn't have any foundation set up when she made that frame. So she made the husk, but there's no A-frame, there's no TP over top, so I'm hoping she, can catch these sticks. It's been very dry out here. Very dry
Like
out
that's
here.
building pretty solid for
Oh
KP.
gosh, so this wood is gonna catch, and it's gonna catch quick, and we can see it doing
Paul's
that
got
for her.
fire.
Paul has fire. Yeah. Everyone, I mean, we must be working towards the fastest fire making for our town's history. KP keeps growing. She needs more wood. She needs more wood. I will say, this is a pretty low.
Ned's got a flame.
Already catching. Paul's flame is out. Ned has a flame. I can't see Ned's flame because Eric's in the way. Oh, they're both lit. I'm trying to get both of them at the same time. KP is growing. Come on.
KP's flame getting blown by the wind a bit.
Ned's flame also growing a little bit. Oh, Ned's flame down. KP's flame is staying up.
It's touching, it's pretty much touching the string, it's just not high enough that it can break through it just yet.
I'm worried KP's gonna run out of sticks and she's gonna let that fire burn. It's not gonna go tall enough. She needs to honestly build up, probably build up. Ned's flame, slow but steady. It's small enough. KP trying to block the rim with her body here. Ned is catching her. I'm so excited to see these two. She does. Oh, she needs fire. Ned's is starting to catch too, and the wind is also blowing his. This is very close, guys. Very close. Ned's throwing stuff on top just to try
Ned's
and
flame
get
getting
catch.
pretty tall now. They're both all up around the rope.
Oh no.
Wind's a major factor right now. Changing directions.
KP not going much taller than Ned. He's trying to throw his taller back on top just to see if he'll do it. Big wind. KP is going to catch herself on fire on accident. I have no idea who's going to win. I have no idea. It is so close. It's going to be one of them. The other two don't have fires. KP is seeing her catch. Get it forward. Flash and Ned is left. They're both just throwing stuff on it and hoping to catch it. They're not building up. They need to. The wind is making it so the heat of the flame isn't catching the rope as easily. We might see that KP has to run to the stick bundle. I think Ned has all of his stuff that he could get. So if he doesn't get it with this, I'm not sure. KP now finally starting to feel up. She's confident in the heat of her flame, but Ned's looks like it's taller. It looks like it's going to catch. I can't tell. KP's just going down.
Ned's rope's on fire.
Ned's rope's on fire. It's a matter of time, I think, now. No. Oh.
There it
goes.
is.
KP's really upset on that one. I think She had the right idea. I think she had it. She had that fire. She had the right idea. Let's let Ned have his moment, and then we can talk about it. Good for Ned. Congrats to him. 3rd individual immunity. Huge.
So good, KP. Good job, KP. Yeah. That was really good.
Just didn't make it up. Wind was tough.
Good for her.
Final 4.
So now go the fires. Short-lived moment.
All right,
Good for Ned. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Taylor, go strike it up. Come on.
Let them have the moment.
Oh, gosh.
That was intense. That was close.
That was tough. That was a tough one, yeah. We saw KP taking, where are you? I was like, oh, you're not, sorry, you're doing something. KP taking an early lead on that challenge. Really had her fire going almost instantly, but we saw when you're making fire, obviously like striking the magnesium we saw was really difficult for the other 3. We didn't end up getting, you know, flame from them. Like Paul briefly, but Leah and Declan, I don't think ever really got a flame. We saw how important it is to have a tall structure or like kind of a teepee, some kind of format to start. If you just start by throwing some palm husk in the bottom and letting it burn and trying to build on top, you're gonna burn yourself, and you're gonna have a flat pile of sticks. So KP crushed it. Like she got that fire instantly, but she didn't have any foundation and wasn't able to build it up as tall as it needed to be. So even though her flame was burning consistently for so long, probably at least 30 seconds to a minute longer than Ned, his was able, and he had that extra sticks too, to able to build his a little bit taller so that his fire burned faster. I think we also saw the extra palm husk that he got come into play because he threw it on top and said, hopefully this will, you know, catch it. And I think that gave him the extra height he needed to get the rope to burn.
And it's going to be very interesting. KP definitely felt like, I think she needed this because as she walked away, she definitely took a moment away from the group.
Yeah, you could tell she was kind of refocusing herself. And I'm going to say, honestly, I think I understand why they want to take out KP here. I think she's played a great game, but I think that for our friends who aren't Ned, if you're taking your front runner, who is an incredible challenge performer, right? You're taking that person to final 5, final 4. That's dangerous. Like the fact that he won here after already winning 2 of individual immunities earlier today, like you're bringing somebody who is clearly a front runner, who already has a good story. You're bringing that person to the end. I don't know. I'm curious where, if their intent is to eventually flip on Ned, or if they think they can beat him, or maybe they think the jury's mad at him, but he's a dangerous person to take the end of the game right now, I think.
Yeah. Or if they only see him as a physical threat, not strategic, but...
That might be it, yeah. We have seen time and time again in Survivor proper that some people who win continuous individual immunities, like the Aussies, the Brad Culpeppers, people who win so much, well, you're so immune, like how really good is your social game? But I don't know if you can say that about Ned, seeing his allies literally went to rocks for him last time. Like, you can't say that man doesn't have a social game. So interested to see. Yeah, I have no idea who's going to come out of this, but prayer circle for KP right now if you're a KP stan, because I'm a little worried for at this vote based on her reaction. So we'll see. We'll get the tribal stream going soon here, and thanks for watching.